Alright folks, hey, welcome back. It's me, Mr. Nuclear Monster. I'm back again for, I was about to say a day of learning German, but that is not what this is. I just finished with day 121. This will be Last Call BBS by Zachtronics that I'm checking out. This could be a terrible game to kind of stream and talk about when you haven't played it before. Typically, I have a pretty miserable experience with Zachtronics games, but I love them a lot. And what I mean by that, well, we'll talk about that. Anyway, let's get started with Last Call BBS. And I do want to thank, before we get started, Mr. Peter Silk for the music we're listening to right now. You can find out more about him at, see how fast this web browser loads, at kestrelpie.co.uk. Thank you to Peter Silk. Fantastic job, as always. Let's get on with Last Call BBS right now. There we go, okay. Firing it up. Hell yeah. Booting my Z5 Power Lance. So yeah, Zachtronics Games kind of makes these incredible puzzle games, I guess you can call them. And they're pretty complicated. Oftentimes my experience with them has been I play them for, you know, a bunch of hours. Not that few, but like also not that many, like not as many as some people who are a little bit more intelligent than me. And then I'll inevitably like get to a point where something else happens, I get distracted, and I try to come back later, and then I can't because all the knowledge that I learned to get to the point has already like completely gone away, and I cannot like TIS. I just like lost all the programming ability for whatever version of assembly or assembler or whatever it was in there. Anyway, this is a new game. It is also unfortunately the last game from Zachtronics, and the reason why I love their games so much is because they are always this very unique kind of experience, and oftentimes have this kind of simulated environment of, well, in this case, you're running this Z5 Power Lance computer from Japan, and this was given to you by like a bartender or something like this. There's a little message here that says, "This is my old I've never tried to say it before, Sawayama machine, uh, all set up like it was back then. I even got the BBS running again, so you can dial in down the more of those retro games." So yeah, and speaking of which, this game, Last Call BBS, there's a BBS in here. It's not a real BBS, but it's simulated, and bulletin board systems were so important to me when I was growing up. I dialed into a few of those and just spent endless hours playing the free door games, tying up the phone line, and it's just I don't even know how to describe that experience. Incredibly, some people are actually able to reproduce some of those old BBS door games inside here in JavaScript, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's check it out though. I haven't really even tried anything in this game yet. So yeah. Uh, all right, so let's go ahead and click around. Take a look at the drive. Here's Netronics Connect. Okay, so we can dial into a few different servers. We can dial into the Last Call BBS. What else? What other options do we have here in this virtual windowing system? We've got the some system details about the Sawayama Z5 Power Lance. System details. Oh, we can set our options here for full screen windowed, etc. Ooh, I'm gonna leave it on stretch just for stream. There's a bunch of different keyboard types. You can hold down Alt and click on text to read it aloud.
Ask and you shall receive. This is my old Sawayama machine, all set up like it was back then. I even got the BBS running again so you can dial in and download more of these retro games. Het. I have to admit I'm still getting used to that term. Anyway, the story of all this stuff is also a story about people, so I wrote a few notes about how I came across these things and whatever else came to mind as I was getting it ready. You might find it interesting, you might not, it's there either way. Have fun.
All right, cool. That's actually a really nice feature, so I don't have to read the things aloud. Yeah. Let's check out the other options here. There's a handy mate. Oh, that was this thing. The memo pad. Address book. Okay. And there's always solitaire games inside the newer electronics games. I love solitaire. Who doesn't? Four to the. Four did not go. Does four? Oh right. This is not a traditional. This is not a complete stack, so I can't actually move it over. Can, however, move this 8 to this 9. This king. Oh, I can't because that's not a complete stack. Okay. Music is so good. I'm sure there's other combos here that I'm not seeing. Other matches. So this is like a little bit kind of like traditional solitaire. That's fine. It's got some really good music. Yeah, just 3-card draw. Yeah, just traditional 3-card draw solitaire. Klondike. Oh, it actually shows you the whole stack though. That's kind of unusual. It automatically moves the aces. Any feature. Get rid of this 2. Looks like both the aces that are buried inside these decks. For this, I got rid of a different 2. Can you move anything off this stack? Oh, I can move stuff off. Okay. Okay, these are pretty great games. I really dig them. I'm just terrible at them. All right, I can minimize that. We've also got a file manager here. Right, that just had Netronics Connect, which will let us dial into the BBS. Oh, they made the sound a little bit more tolerable. Oh my gosh. This is perfect.
I started the BBS thinking nobody would really use it, so imagine my surprise when the first user dialed in. Then the next, then the next. I like to think it was a big community success story, although you can't argue with the free downloads either. People used to call that whereas, and the computer industry called it illegal piracy. I won't try to justify it. I just wanted to share the cool stuff I found, a lot of which you couldn't get any other way. For a while, Last Call was about as big a BBS as you could find in the Kansas City area. That was important in the era of long-distance telephone fees.
That is so important. One of the things that really bit me when I was dialing into BBSs was when, I don't know why, but at some point they started, even though some things, I think they were supposed to be in the same area code, they would charge a long distance fee or some kind of extra fee for dialing into them. So the BBS that I was dialing into, there would be a fee for dialing into it. And that was just like, you know, I was, my family was dirt poor. Uh, we were, we were incredibly lucky to have this like hand me down computer that we weren't supposed to have. And I'm not even going to go into how we had that computer, but basically, that phone bill that we got must have been a very big shock to my family when we got that bill for dialing in. And then we got some kind of long distance fee for that. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at the file list here. So I can choose to download something. I think there's a 15-minute time limit before I can download something else. Seat. So I've heard like the kind of main draw here is 20th Century Food Court. But I kind of want to download the solitaire game, even though we have a solitaire. What else is there? There's the Hobby Studio. Maybe we'll do, I guess we'll start at the start. Let's do Dungeons and Diagrams. Oh, it gives you a little description.
The point of this game is to figure out what the map looks like by filling in squares according to the numbers on the top and side while making sure you follow the rules. It's a fun puzzle and good to kill time with. Stick it to the man by putting it on your work terminal if you don't think the boss will see. Any trouble you get in at the office is your own responsibility.
Barkeep's difficulty rating 3 skulls out of 5. Let's go back to the listing and see what the other options are. It's 20th Century Food Court. Much more difficult. It's listed as
3 Steed Force Hobby Studio.
Oops. This is only 1 difficulty. Ooh, okay. Maybe we'll start with this Steed Force Hobby Studio. It takes time to download, of course. This is 2 minutes. Feels like nothing at all for a download. Like in this era, I mean, I remember how much faster it felt to go from like a one speed of modem to another, and then dialing into BBS and having like a slightly better experience, but it was still miserable compared to today. Oh my gosh. This is such a great system. You can cancel your download. I guess I can play solitaire while it downloads. The computer I had at the time was like a gray screen. It was not like, I think it was basically black and white, but it wasn't like truly black and white. And it was like an old TFT, I think, type of display. So it was basically like an incredibly cheap laptop that was also several years out of date. But yeah, that thing was a nightmare. That wasn't even really my computer. Yeah, it certainly couldn't read text. Or if it did, the entire system would lock up. I'd set up at one point so that when you booted into Windows 3.1, once we had Windows 3.1, it would like play some Star Trek The Next Generation sounds that I found online. But because it didn't really have any kind of sound card, it was using the PC speaker to do that. That would lock the entire computer up to do it. So it was really stupid to play those sounds. I got turned off pretty quick. Over there. Oh, okay. Lever games downloaded. Steed Force Hobby Studio. It's been saved to drive 0. I've reached my download quota, yeah. So hang up and call back in 15 minutes. All right, let's disconnect from the Last Call BBS. Close down Netronics. Connect. And there's Steed Force Hobby Studio. Which we can open up. Oh yeah.
One of my co-workers used to enjoy this robot cartoon show called Steed Force, which he first saw on TV growing up in Brazil. Later he had the idea it'd be fun to build some of the models with his son, but importing the kits from Japan was impossible unless you were willing to pay crazy amounts of money to have someone there ship them to you. This was before you could just order whatever you wanted on the computer. But instead he made something just as cool, or maybe even better, a complete model building simulation based on the show.
That is cool. So yeah, we've got a bunch of models here to pick from that we can build. That kind of looks cool. Occam prototype OP unit. Oh, that one looks really cool. This might be the coolest one to me. What color it is? This one's pretty cool too. Let's start with this one. Oh my gosh. What do you do? View tips. View decals. Hold shift will grab me apart to detach it from other parts. Press tab to quickly open and close the tools window. Masking tape. Oh, here we go. Oh, here's the instructions there, fully in Japanese. Wow. How do you switch pages? Is there no other pages? There's gotta be other pages, right? The arrow keys aren't doing anything. Alright. Oh, I think I've selected a tool accidentally. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I must have. I guess I need the snippers. Oh wait, these are actually stacked into certain piles. We got here, got the runner. Oh no, these are all saved the same thing. Switch pages on these instructions. Manual. No, this is the manual. That's not helpful. Decals. Oh, here's all the little decals. And this said lowest difficulty, right? So, what a weird game to download from a bulletin board system, but it reminds me of like similar stuff I downloaded at the time. Just snip all the little things. How do you pick up the little things with the tweezers? Can I grab these tabs here? To pick up these sheets and move them out of the way? I need the tape. Nope. Oh, here we go. Okay, finally. Whew. I just like right clicked and then I could grab these individual things. Let's move some of these out of the way. I've already accidentally detached like this dude's lance. Alright, so let's finish detaching some of these pieces here. They're flush cutters. Try to build this robot man. Just cutting some pieces up. Like you do. Is that's everything? Oh, I accidentally connected something. Hopefully those pieces go together at this point. Well, these two still have some like sprues or whatever you call them. Oh, are those supposed to be? I guess they're supposed to be there. Where does this part go? These parts look like they go together too. Yeah. Oh, that's fun. It's nice that they're snapped together and they don't have glue. But this part isn't coming off. It still has something attached. Got it. Oh, and the thing disappears once you don't need it. Must be like the shoulders. Connect to this. It might connect. Oh, this connects. This is cool. Steed Forest Hobby Studio, huh? Doesn't go in there, does it? No. Oh, that goes in there. There we go. So it goes. Huh. This part. This goes with that? No. Wrong angle. Leggy parts. What's this? Let's cut this up. Oh, those parts just stay there once you cut them out. That's good. Perfect. Okay. These things out of the way. There we go. Leg joint. The more pieces you take out, I guess the more likely it is to get like mixed up. I thought we figured out this goes together. I guess it doesn't. What's the manual? It's completely useless manual. Oh, maybe it's not completely useless. Alright, so I got the man's head. Where's this part go? This is his like. Alright. There's like. Doesn't this go up here? No. So cool. Oh, that goes on his back. Okay. Maybe I need that before I can attach the next parts. Actually shows me where these go. These go up here. And then this. This was his, yeah, this is like his lower region here. This area. This though. Still haven't figured out his like shoulder pauldrons. This looks like maybe it's his shoulders. Yeah, that's what that is. This goes on the left. This one goes on the left. Then I need this part, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Then this is surprisingly fun. It's not surprising because I like these Zectronics games. Alright, get this one. No, it's still connected. Oh, on the bottom. This is just the right side. Or his left. Our right. What happens when you finish the model? And how badly it lets you paint it. So I would definitely do a terrible job. Was never good at that kind of stuff. I built a bunch of like Star Wars models as a teenager. Not that many really, just a few. I was always really terrible at painting, and that was before I knew I was colorblind, so that probably didn't help. All these will need some kind of joint to attach. Should probably get rid of some of these sheets. There we go. These guns. There's Robo Man without his gun. It has to go with that. Oh yeah, it goes with the other one. Okay. Like his feet. Yeah. There we go. Got some feet for the Robo Man. Oh, that goes onto there, huh? There we go. There we go. And there's this piece that goes on the sides of his feet. Actually, those are not complete. Oh. There we go. Whoa. Making a lot of progress here. Still feel like I'm missing something. Maybe that'll sort itself out once I... Alright. Put some more of these pizzas to the side here. Alright. What this game is like for someone who doesn't have interest in bulletin board systems. There are a ton of other, so this is obviously not the entire experience here, but the bulletin board systems typically didn't have like a 15-minute waiting limit, but what they did have was usually like they'd want you to upload something in exchange for removing like a download limit of how much you could download, like maybe per day. So like 15 minutes would be like generous. This is the hands. Actually, kind of almost done assembling this Robo Man. It's a bunch of little odds and ends floating around. I feel like I'm missing a sheet. There we go. Hands getting assembled. This is the foot thing. Yeah, look at that. Okay. I guess with the hand? Has to, right? Yeah, oh. There, huh? Alright. Yeah, here we go. I found where these doodads go. This goes up here. But I need another thing first. Oh, these epaulets go on too. Huh. Oh. That makes sense. This game is not terribly hard. Like you can kind of just wander your cursor around until you find the right spot for the thing. Oh man. Oh, the X goes here. This probably goes in his other hand, right? He's gotta have this in his hand. Yeah. Maybe something goes on the end? I'm running out of parts here. Oh. Alright, that was the handle for the little lance. Where's this go? It's gotta be, it is up there. I thought it was up there. Alright, that's like burner for this effect. There we go. Oh, two more little pieces. Oh, the little antennas. Perfect. Perfect finishing touch for... Alright, and then we got the paints. Oh hey, something happened.
You might wonder why I included this program, since it's not really a game in the strict sense of the word. It's more like a toy or some kind of weird simulator without any particular goal. I guess the reason is, I was just so impressed by the lengths this guy went to making all of this art and everything, and releasing it all for free just because he wanted to build some model kits with his kid. I think that's such a great expression of the creativity of that early computer era. There weren't nearly as many rules or commercial pressures. You could just make a fun toy and that was the whole point.
Exactly. Oh, you can detach parts. I can detach the feet, presumably for easier painting. Darken panel lines. Use the pin wash to darken panel lines. After painting. What are panel lines? Alright. What is the masking tape for? Huh. It must really be for just putting down little bits and bobs of color and then not getting on them on anything else. So like, imagine it's not going to be as simple as... I'm not a color person. Like these like joints here are this color. Oh man. Oh no. I totally messed up this model. Oh no. Yeah, so you really do need to like take this apart to paint it right. And then use the masking tape. That's where I'm not so hot at these games. I guess I can just use the tape. It's like, I don't know. I can use the tape around it, kinda. Fortunately, you seem to have infinite masking tape. So I can get as close as possible to a round thing and then paint it. If I were going to do that properly. I'm not sure how you do the reverse though. Like, I guess really you'd want to paint the base color of this entire leg. And then do the little detail parts. Maybe? If the base color of the leg is like this. Right, and then you'd want to go in with the tape. How the heck do you get these lines? Like this little touch on the front. At least you have actually the aliasing almost helps because it's easy to see with the aliasing. Can I move? I can't move the tape. Gotta unstick the tape and do a new tape. Like that looks about right? Oh, the tape is sticking to the board and not to the piece? Interesting. Yeah, I think I kind of have to settle here for doing the best that I can. So if we go here and tape off this part. Yeah, the aliasing really does actually help me at least. Then this part. Then one more. There. Maybe no, I want this part. There's zoom. Zoom would be really handy. Alright. Now I think I can use this. I think this is the right color. It's either this or this. For this top area. Is that right? Oh, I can't put it on top to compare it. then I need to invert your selection there. Paint the other pieces. Now draw the rest of the owl. Anyway, this is not good streaming content. I like painting this model. I like assembling models. But yeah, you can see where this will go. I can browse my collection. Okay, so this is what I've done so far with this model. Compared to what it should look like. At least I assembled it. New credits.
Dedicated to all Steed Force fans who cannot obtain the model kits. One day we'll get our hands on them. Until that day, please enjoy. Steed Force, Advance.
That's awesome. I love Steed Force now. I'm a huge Steed Force fan. Yeah, this is like Gundam. Oh, this is a multi-window system. I didn't realize that. It's cool. Alright, so that was Steed Force. Let's see if I can dial into the BBS now. Oh, sorry, I need to go up here, open up Netronics Connect, the Procom Plus equivalent. I feel like this game is made for me. And dial into Last Call BBS. Now we've checked out Steed Force. What's it called? Steed Force Hobby Studio. Oh, disk usage. Oh my gosh. Hope I don't fill up the disk. So we can download another game, I think. What about the Forbidden Path? Grow weird flesh sculptures in order to escape death. I don't think many people played this game when it came out. The ideas and presentation. Oh, I can just click the thing.
Grow weird flesh sculptures in order to escape death. I don't think many people played this game when it came out. The ideas and presentation are pretty out there. Honestly, though, it's worth the experience, even if it's a little hard to figure out. Lots of folks are scared by the idea that they might not be around forever. Are you? How far would you go in the quest for immortality?
I don't know. That one looks tough. It's got a 3 out of 5 skulls. Let's go back to the listing. What was the description for Steed Force?
You don't have to be a fan of the Steed Force TV show or even know what it is to enjoy this model building simulator toy. Snap pieces together and paint them with different colors. Fix decals if you want. Have fun. There's no particular goal here apart from getting to play with cool robots without needing to spend hundreds of dollars to import the real deal.
That's cool.
The Barkeep's difficulty rating. Netronics Connect.
All right, what should we download? What kind of solitaire is this one?
There's a lot of solitaire around, but I've never seen one quite like this. This is a totally unique design that's played with traditional Japanese Kabufuda cards. A fun challenge if you've gotten too used to your built-in Sawayama solitaire. Expert mode is tough but doable. You might have to deal a few times to get it, but hey, nobody said life was gonna be easy.
Yeah, that's cool. What a hack match. Sounds like something from
Test
one
your
of the
block
previous
matching
games.
metal against 4 wacky hackers. This game wasn't super well known over here, but you might have seen or played a version for home console. That's why Last Call BBS is proud to bring you a perfect full arcade version of the game, the best version. Be warned, you need at least a Z5 Power Lance to run this emulator at an acceptable frame rate.
That's cool. What about Chip Wizard?
Something different from our usual fare. This download is a professional computer-aided design program for integrated circuits. You ask, Barkeep, why the heck is this on here? I say, why not? More to the point, this software package normally costs thousands of dollars. So go ahead, give it a spin and see what the big boys do with their machines. No software protection dongle required.
That's cute. Oh my gosh. This is like the ultimate 40th birthday present that the internet could have gotten me. Thank you, Zectronics, for connecting me to something like this. Let me download Oh, what about 20th Century Food Court?
See if you can make food for people in the future in this factory game from Zach Maddox. Definitely a weird premise, but once you try it you might enjoy it, especially if you are technically minded. The interface reminds me of this guy I know who has a whole room in his house dedicated to a machine that makes electronic noise. It sounds terrible but he loves it.
How about Dungeons and Diagrams? I'm gonna try this puzzle. Let's download this. While it's downloading, we play a little bit of solitaire. Go back to our solitaire game. I'm probably gonna lose, but it's alright. Oh wow, can you actually not reset the deck? Whoa. Oh, that is different. The music is a bop though. Let's get a new deal. That deal's majorly messed up. This time we've actually got some high cards down already. I need to get this 2 out of the way so I get to the ace. Like getting to the ace is key. I get a little download progress meter up here. Perfect. Oh, I should have mentioned earlier. Let me grab this, hold on. So a rarity these days is to get this game as a digital download for Steam and for Windows, Mac, and Linux, which is really cool. It's on all 3 platforms. And I pull up my little fact sheet I made for myself here. Just click on that. So one of the cool things about this game, just exit early access, and it's $20. It's also on Game Pass if you're so inclined. It's also on itch and GOG now if you want a DRM free version. Yeah, it also comes with feelies if you can get them, but they are all sold out. But I've got them. I was real lucky that this went up for a second time because I missed it first time. One of the things, so I've got this package here. This came in the mail the other day from Zachtronics, and it includes a bunch of stuff, including a printed receipt on old school hair off the edge printer paper for the Z5 Power Lance, and the monitor and the mouse. The mouse pad was free. Yeah, this is. And you got a friends and family discount. And the price is accurate, like $2,866 for the entire package. Yeah, that sounds about right for a computer at this time period. Well done, Zachtronics, for getting an old, what was a dot matrix printer. Printing this out, complete with things. I don't even want to tear it. This is such a beautiful. Yeah, and there's a bunch of other stuff in here too. We got some stickers. They've got you can get, if you've got a 3D printer, you can print out a model and print out your own copy of these stickers, or get them printed out at FedEx or whatever, and then if you know someone with a 3D printer, maybe they can do it for you. You can put these stickers on there and have your own little Z5 Power Lance toy. It's got the perfect red and black and like gray and other color scheme. Very similar to the MSX from Japan and some other computers from the time. I haven't even really looked through this thing. I don't have time to. There's, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The manual is here. manual for what was it called? Steed Force Hobby Studio for the Achem prototype unit. What else do we got? We got big camo. Big camo. Oh, get the music going. I don't want music. What else do we got? Oh, all the models are documented here. Oh my gosh. It's like this is one I was building. This is the Pascal unit. This is the manual. So I guess all the pages are here. Oh, actually this has all this stuff. That's so cool. What else we got in here? Got some more model guides. We got the some coasters from the Last Call BBS, and for the here's the Last Call BBS ones, and then the Z5 Power Lance coasters. Very cool. Someone, yeah, this is extremely my bullshit with the different keyboards. What else do we got? There's a packet here that says don't open until instructed. I don't know what's in there. Yeah, that's, oh, there's one more feelie in here. Oh, what's this? Ooh, there's a business card. There's some mysterious stuff on it. I'm not even gonna show the other side. Very cool. I think it has a phone number to dial into a BBS or something in the game world. But yeah, this is an extremely cool package. I wish more copies of this stuff with the feelies were available, because I think it's fun. And this is actually the first one where I was able to get the feelies. And feelies was named from old interactive fiction games. I think that's where it came from. In the 70s and 80s or something. I never had any, but you'd get it like a game from Infocom, like Zork or whatever, and it would come with some stuff in the box. Like, I mean, I guess I kind of had some, but really the ones that I think of were more like the crappy DRM that they put on games at the time, like we had like a code wheel to like figure out how to get into the game or whatever, because they want to make sure you actually owned it and didn't pirate it from the Last Call BBS, which I definitely have done. Oh, I should hang up so I can get a game in 8 minutes. Yeah. Let's go back to the screen. A little bit smaller. Alright, Dungeons and Diagrams is downloaded. Look at this Solitaire a little bit more, but I guess I probably should get back into Dungeons and Diagrams. Yeah, okay, let's do Dungeons and Diagrams. Minimize that Sawayama Solitaire. But no, Dungeons and Diagrams. Okay. I guess you can slowly unlock the story of this game by getting little notes from the sysadmin of the Last Call BBS. I don't know how to play this game. Tutorial, here we go. Hark, brave adventurer.
Hark, brave adventurer. In this game you must use logic to complete the dungeon map by placing walls in the correct spaces. The number next to each row indicates how many walls it contains. Left click to place walls. Every empty space in a map is part of either a treasure room or a hallway. Right-click to mark empty spaces. Treasure rooms are always 3x3 with a single entrance and a single chest. The chest can be in any of the spaces.
Wait, what did they, right click to mark empty spaces, okay. Oh, it's like Sudoku, but for dungeon mapping. That's cool.
Every monster is in a dead end. Every dead end contains a monster.
Got it.
All empty spaces connect into a single contiguous shape. Diagonal spaces are never considered to be adjacent. Hallways are always one space wide. Outside of treasure rooms there will never be a 2x2 block of empty spaces.
Okay.
Place all walls correctly to solve the puzzle and unlock more.
Alright. So there's nothing here. So this is all open. Treasure room always has a 3x3, so this block or this block or this block or this block. Oh boy. One and one. I think this is open. These guys are always at dead ends. So is this guy. Huh. 7. So that helps. That's a huge number. So 7 of these 8 tiles are spots. But it has to be some kind of contiguous way to get around. There's only one entrance to this treasure area. Oh man. Not necessarily very good at Sudoku. This is why I wrote in the title of the stream that this is possibly the worst game to stream. Hey Rayvox, welcome. The chest has to be 3x3, so 1 gem to its right. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. 1 gem to its right. Look at the tutorial again. The chest can be in any of its spaces. Okay, so we know these are all walls because there's 4 in this this section. Actually, this. Well, none of these guys are going to be blocked off, so it probably continues. We've already used up 2. Yeah, I'm the worst at these Sudoku games. This must be infuriating to watch. Used up 2 on this line as well. So this column's done, this column's done. Actually, this is probably going to be the same. Why not? So that uses up all 3. So this is all open. This guy has to be enclosed though somehow too. Said Oh yeah, this is another 7. But that means that all of this is enclosed because this is 7 total. And if this is open, since we already used these 3, that means that this has to be where this goes. If this is 3, oh well, we'll get there. We'll get there. We used up 4 here on Mr. Orkman or Dwarf, whatever he is. There's probably one like here or here. Well, there's only one in this whole column. Thanks to this one at the top. There's 2 here. So there's one there, or one in these 3 spots probably. 2, 3. This has to be that. So there's this guy we blocked off. But how this has to be sealed up, right? Because of this. Because of this treasure chest. And we already have 1 down. Oh, but that can be the entrance. Okay. I did it. I finally completed. That's really cool. So we completed Brightleaf Iron Mine. And now we can go to the next level of Dungeons and Diagrams. This is a cool puzzle like this. Alright. So less easy ones this time. Fewer easy ones. There's no 7s, there's only 6s. There's only 1 in this whole column. So we can probably just mark the whole column as suspect until we figure out where that 1 goes. Only 2 in this whole thing. Look at the bottom row. Yeah. Oh, right. So we know where that 1 goes. There we go. Good job, Ray. This whole thing is locked off. Let's see. Only 2 here that open. Which has to be the ones in front of the guys. Oh wait, no it doesn't. So it's 2 here that are closed. But they have to be dead ends. So it kind of has to be like that, right? Huh, okay. That might be something I have to walk back later. Oh, this can't be closed off though. Yeah, you have to get to both these guys. Maybe that doesn't go there. Maybe this does. This whole thing has to be open. I'm not sure how that works with the... Oh, I've already put too many in this column. I like that it tells you here in the secret tunnels. So no, there does have to be 1 there. Doesn't have to be 1 there, I guess. I mean, this whole area is open. That can't be right. This has to be... Or I guess it could be. I don't know. No, there has to be 1... Huh. It said there has to be only 1 entrance. To the left column. 6. Oh, right. There's 6 in this column. There can't be 1 above him. So the rest have to be all up here. How is this enclosed though in a 3x3? We've got 3 already, 2 here. We get 5 here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's too many. This row is there can only be one more somewhere here. Just drop it anywhere. 5 in this whole column. 2, 3 total. 4, 5. I wonder if there's only one solution or if there's multiple solutions. Too many. Only one solution. Thank you, Ray. Anyway, this game is cool. I probably shouldn't just sit here and puzzle this all day. We got other games to download. Can I download while we leave all this stuff open? How many programs can you have open on this Power Lance? I'm sure I can download now. It's probably been a while. Oh. We got a little bit more text.
Dungeons and Diagrams was a fun little puzzle game that spread through the office. It was an older version than this, with simpler graphics. Someone gave it to me who got it from his friend, who got it from a different friend, and so on. That's how things spread. The guy who made it was in Finland, but nobody knew how to contact him. We all would have liked to send him some money, but how? Eventually I was able to make contact by going through a connection in the Sawayama Nordic office. Such a small world back then.
Nice. That's awesome. But yeah, that's totally true. Like you'd find because of the back in the day, because of the download limits, you could get more downloads by uploading more files. Sometimes, depending on like I was fortunately friends with the sysop at one of these the systems administrator, or yeah, it was the systems operator at one of these BBSs, so I could sometimes bypass the limits. But yeah, like you'd share these things from one BBS to another, and that's how these pieces of software would spread. It's 6. Okay, hack match. That sounds like from the other, what was that last electronics game called? Exapunks. That sounds like something from Exapunks. But yeah, sure, we'll grab it. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate the recommendation. We'll let that download in the background while we play a little bit more Dungeons and Diagrams. One more space taken up here. That can't be there. Could be there. No, it can't be there because we need some way to get to this dude. Can't have another one here. This guy has to be a dead end, so there can't be something to like left or right of him. I guess this guy, no, he couldn't. This space can't be open because there has to be 6 things taken up here. I'm really not using the numbers now. I'm just kind of like intuitively deciding. feel like there has to be something there. Only 3 on this row. Right column is wrong. Okay. I guess this could be down here. No. Here? Yeah, it could be there. There doesn't have to be something there. We put that somewhere else. Like there. Which would make sense. Keep this guy nice and down a tunnel. Oh, nice. Juice box arcade? What? Did I accidentally download some malware? That was something I was always afraid of too as a kid. Oh man. This game is to be used in Japan only.
This one took me a while to find. You could import the home console version of hack / match, but I wanted the full arcade experience, like you were really in a Japanese game center. Not gonna lie, I was pretty blown away to find out that you could emulate a full arcade machine on a Sawayama Power Lance. I would have loved to have mentioned it in my sales pitches if I could, but of course it wasn't exactly 100% legal, and most people in the US hadn't heard of Juice or its games before, either. So this was a cool thing I mostly kept to myself and my BBS friends.
Oh wow, okay. So WASD and A and B. What? No, what WASD and J and K for A and B. Okay, for player 1. Oh, all right. Oh, we got a real puzzle blaster here. All right. Let's take a match. Fortunately, it's got symbol. I'm glad that they put symbols on the tiles, because otherwise I would have a hard time with these colors. Oh, hey, I did something good. I like the frames per second. Oh, wait, maybe I did something bad. Oh, I can take these tiles, but they probably can't match, right? Because they look like they're broken. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know, I know. Uh-oh. Oh no! I did the wrong thing, no! There we go. Try again. I get a match there. Oh really? You can match stuff that isn't like, that's in like an L shape. So with this match, oh well, nice. But I feel like I'm getting dead tiles, which seems bad. Maybe unlocking the dead tiles by making connections? This is cool. Thanks for the recommendation, Ray. Oh. I am too slow. The laugh is really funny. Playing a dangerous game here. Uh-oh. I wonder if this is working on a gamepad. I guess I could probably like make my 8-bit though controller or something to it. Rebinding the keys. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. All these hamburger box tiles. Oh, this is a real bad situation. There we go. That's been good coming up with the blues if I could get him. Am I playing against this character or am I playing with him? Oh, that was the wrong choice. I feel like I'm playing against them. I like that just like an arcade emulator, you have infinite quarters. I wonder what happens to that Sisop that I knew. These controls are not the best, but that was true of the games at the time. Like you did not have a gamepad. if you did, it was that crappy Gravis gamepad. Actually, it wasn't terrible, but it was often the wrong choice. All right, take a break from Juicebox Arcade, playing Hack Match. I like the RAM test. That's very good. Oh, you can do double? Oh, nice. You get like a full screen mode. I should have done that before. Actually, probably would have made it easier to keep playing. This is probably teaching you something if you're good at it. All right. Yeah, this is a lot easier to play in full screen mode. I say, and then I immediately get destroyed. What? Yeah, it feels like I'm playing against him and he did that. Like I certainly can't match these dead tiles. thought that would have done something. Oh no! My plans. Dude! What a jerk this guy is. Oh no. Go ahead. Let's start over. Got a better draw this time. Anything about that? Blank might mister? Blank mister? Blank mister. Oh, that's what he thinks about it. Making my life harder with these dead tiles. I should be using tile swapping way more than I am. It's definitely making my life more difficult than it needs to be. Dude, come on. This is much easier to play in full screen mode. But I'm still not very great at it. Alright, how do I get escape? Perfect. Does it actually change the video mode, or is it just blanking the screen for that long for fun?
Created and authored by. Different name.
Do not ask us where to get ROMs. Anyone asking for ROMs on the support board will get banned. Yes. 100% accurate. I can pause too. That actually seems like it would help a lot. F2. That's really cool. Oh, there's other games in here. What? Cyber Weapon, Last Variant, Mad Boy 2, Second Cycle, Zactronauts. Can you actually get those? Huh. Juicebox. So I wonder if you can like download quote unquote ROMs for Juicebox Arcade. Let's try one of these other things to dial into. I do appreciate that they equalize that to not be as miserable. Oh, this is the actual time. And has my time on here. Honolulu. You're thinking a world clock. What's the big deal?
You're thinking, a world clock, what's the big deal? Sure, I know it might not seem that impressive today, but you have to remember this was before everything was networked together. Dialing into that world time server was the first time I realized, hey, I'm really connected to the whole world through this thing. It's hard to describe what that feeling was like, but I suppose that's why you're into these old machines in the first place. Isn't that right? You're looking for that same rush of excitement I felt when I realized computers would change the world.
That's cool. That's really cool. doesn't have Philadelphia on here though. It's the New York time zone, Eastern time. But otherwise, this is really cool. Cape Town, Moscow, London, Sydney, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Rio. I like that it's real time. It's neat. Equity first. This is a bank. Do we get to hack into a bank?
Showing up to the minute stock quotes was always a surefire demo, and it sold quite a few systems. Some guys' eyes would just light up. It was a big deal at the time because otherwise you either looked up stock prices in the newspaper once or twice a day, or you called your broker to ask him what was happening. So this was a huge advantage, that is, if you were the kind of guy who cared about stocks. I wasn't. Now, every so often, I think about how cheap Axiom was back then and wonder what my life would be like now if I'd bought some. Ha.
Well, that's cool. I like the little ticker here. This is a really neat demo. So is this supposed to be accurate to the time for this stock prices, or are these current as of the bar keep giving you this power lance? I wonder. Then yeah, here we go. This is what I was talking about earlier, where I've seen people made like trade wars and other games, other traditional door games. And I think I linked to one on my post about Last Call here. Yeah, here we go. I found a copy of Trade Wars. They're like I don't want to download this with Git. Or alright. Guess I can file save as, huh? And probably save it to that path. What was the path? This path. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that? That's fine, I'll save it to downloads. Grab that little JavaScript. I have to click the open button again. Bada bing, bada boom, it's in there. Okay. So I added a server. How do I actually open? I already clicked the view docs. Yeah, there's documentation online. For and it's from 1997 from Axiom. It says down here. This is the server directory. Maybe I should restart the game. Oh, press F1 to instantly load. Got it. There we go. So yeah, here's Trade Wars 2057 someone made. I don't know how well it works. If it works at all. Does it just display the image, or does it actually have code in there to do something? That should be doing stuff. I don't know how you play. Anyway, people are making their own door games. That was what you did on these BBSs. You dial into these, play your door games, and download stuff and upload stuff and leave messages for people. Actually, that's the only thing that I haven't seen simulated, but I guess the Handymate kind of does that part. Oh hey, I've got someone in my address book now. But you'd leave messages for people into these BBSs too. So yeah, this is Zachtronics' Last Call BBS. I'm really disappointed, or not disappointed, but I mean they can do what they should do what is best for them, but it is kind of sad that this is the last game from Zachtronics. It's cool that it's extensible with JavaScript. I really appreciate what they've done here in making something that really speaks to me as someone who dialed into bulletin board systems as a kid and didn't know what the hell I was doing. And this is very similar experience. So yeah, I can't recommend this enough. I have no idea what this looks like to someone who didn't grow up with bulletin board systems. I know that there's a ton more stuff, a ton more things to download here. I should probably download 20th Century Food Court. I think that's a bigger, a bigger game, a bigger experience. But I also want to spend more time with all the things I've tried so far, especially the solitaire and the Dungeons and Diagrams. Not sure it really makes sense as a game to stream. How long have I spent doing this? Like an hour and 40 minutes? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, $20 seems like a steal. Or if you subscribe to Game Pass, you can download it through there. Thanks to Zachtronics for making all these cool things that speak to people like me. Even if I'm not always the best at them, it's definitely like clearly right targeted, laser focused towards people like me. So that is awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna miss seeing more from that team. Yeah. So thank you. Yeah. Have a good one. I should get some sleep. It is almost 2 o'clock here in the morning, as you saw on the world clock bulletin board, on that bulletin board system. So yeah, thank yous for tuning in. Have a good one. I'll be back for some more learning German and more games soon. Tschüss.